Hey guys, this is M4T and I'll be reviewing the exit flash bracket with the Vello TTL flash cord on this episode of On the Sea. So you're taking pictures of your flash and you notice that at some point you're going to want to take your photo in portrait mode. And so you got your flash on top of your camera and you're taking pictures, and then next thing you know you turn your camera into portrait mode to take photos, and then your flash is suddenly illuminating the left side of your subject. And so that's a problem because this thing obviously uses the hot shoe. It connects to your camera, and when you turn your camera, it's going to turn with your camera. And so you would still like the flash to illuminate your subject from above. And so what you would do is you would use something like the exit flash bracket. And what that would do is you just able to mount it to a cold shoe. And of course, in that situation, you're no longer connected to your camera. And so that's where the Vello TTL flash cord comes in handy, because what that allows you to do is mount this on top of the flash bracket and then connect back to your hot shoe on your camera. And then so you're taking pictures and then you turn to portrait mode, and obviously you can now bend your flash so that it's on top of your subject like before. And so that's really a useful thing to have. For me, I prefer to use it with a TTL flash cord rather than using it as a slave, because on a slave you have to use your built-in flash to trigger it, and in that case you have two different flashes, and of course they're going to be coming from different directions. And so with a TTL flash cord you can plug it right into the hot shoe and it's going to just fire like a normal flash that was built into your camera. And for this one I actually used a kind of a cord organizer, and what this does is it kind of keeps the Vello flash cord from kind of getting in the way, and it just attaches it to the flash bracket. So it's actually a pretty good way to place it on your camera. So if you want to support just one company, Vello makes an identical flash bracket to this, so you can actually get a matching Vello flash bracket and flash TTL cord. For my purposes, I bought an exit because it looked exactly the same. It was $10 less, and so I just went for it. The flash bracket on its own is kind of big and heavy. It's not so heavy that you can't carry it around, but it eventually gets heavy because of the leverage from holding it in such a position. It's padded, so it's very comfortable to hold for long periods of time. But once you start putting on the flash, once you start putting on the TTL flash cord, once you put it on your camera, it's going to start being heavy, and you're holding it from one side, and so it's good to keep both hands on the camera in this case. So in conclusion, the exit flash bracket and Vello TTL cord combo is a good low-cost alternative for anyone who can't afford the more expensive options. For example, there are actually kind of these flash bracket alternatives where it actually rotates your flash around the lens. Now, I don't know what weight is supported in that kind of a situation, and also regarding the flash cord, TTL flash cord, there are also wireless triggers, of course, that also make things a lot more convenient and less messy, of course. So I can say if you're on a budget, this thing definitely solves some problems you might have just using a flash just directly attached to your hot shoe. I personally do not regret buying it because, I'm not that much into photography. I'm more of a video guy, but this has served me pretty well in just doing a few portraits for a couple of family friends. People using the flash bracket might find it difficult to find a good position to connect your camera to this, and so what I've done is I added an Arca Swiss plate. I love Arca Swiss plates. And what that lets me do is it adds a little bit of slide, and so I could have a little bit more custom positioning for this flash bracket. If you do have a larger camera, something that may not fit within this height range, there are adjustable screws on this so that you can elevate the height of the flash. So thank you for watching M4T. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. And if you have anything to say in the comments, go ahead and say it. And lastly, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.